Hey Alex, how you doing?
Hey, Peter, what's going on? How are you?
Well, I'm, I'm okay, and you're okay. But I'm calling because I wanted to give you a heads up and make sure that your team is aware of this.
What's
I
up?
just got a phone call from another agent
Okay.
asking me what does she do? She blew the inspection deadline, and I want to make sure that you and your team, yeah, make sure they know they've got to be really aware of these inspection deadlines. And if they cannot get something in writing in time, either extending the deadline or agreeing to repairs, they've got to cancel the contract.
Sure.
Unfortunately, she was out of luck. Do you guys, what do you guys
You
usually
know,
do?
it's funny you say that because last week we had a similar situation like this. And from day one, I tell my folks, you got to have it on your calendar so you can keep track of when the inspection period is about to end, right? So we had it last week, there was an AC that needed to get replaced. We asked the seller to replace this, and we sent them an email, and then I told my folks to not only send them an email, but also send an addendum saying that the seller agrees to replace this and see if we get it signed. Well, Friday was the last day of the inspection period. We haven't heard back from them until Thursday. And you know what? We don't hear back from you by midnight on Friday. We're going to do a release and cancellation on this deal, right? So their excuse was that they could not get an AC company to give them a quote in time, right? So we did a separate addendum to extend the inspection period. So we actually have until this Friday, tomorrow, right, for them to give us an invoice saying that they hired a AC company that's going to be replaced.
Well, that is my best recommendation in these situations. You need to obviously send them the addendum. These are the repairs we need.
Sure.
If you don't hear back, my best recommendation is you have until midnight of that last day to cancel. That's all that the contract lets you do. There is no obligation for anybody to negotiate. We're talking about the as is. No obligation to negotiate. So I would at noon on that day, your last day, because be safe.
Right.
I would send a cancellation notice.
Okay.
And say, look, we're canceling, but if you sign an extension agreement before midnight, or you sign the agreement, the addendum says you're going to do the work before midnight, we'll withdraw our cancellation, but otherwise we have to cancel because you've left us no choice. That's the only way to do this.
I think that's so important just to have it on your calendar.
It's not a good thing. So be careful with that. I'm glad that you guys are aware of it. I just wanted to make sure that you had something in place.
I appreciate that phone call. I'm actually going to bring this up on our meeting on Monday. Thanks again.
Good idea.
All right, take care. Have a good weekend. All right, see ya.